Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Cookland channel. I'm Dave and you're in my kitchen. If it's your first time here, welcome aboard. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for coming. First things first, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below, please and thank you. If you like what you see, hit me with a thumbs up, hit me with a comment, throw me a DM. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, the Cookland channel. You can find me, I'm not hiding. We're cooking in Brooklyn, but I've been to Chinatown. And if I've been to Chinatown, you know I gotta make something Asian inspired. I had to go re-up on some ingredients, a couple sauces, and you know I like to look around when I'm in Chinatown, find new things, actually talk to people, find new stuff, meet and talk to people. Hey Chef Levine, what's up? And you know, find out more about Asian cuisine because it's one of the things that I really like. So what we're gonna make today is a dish that I haven't had in a long time. What we're gonna be making today is a dish from the Szechuan Province in China, Dan Dan Noodles. So Dan Dan Noodles is kind of like a meat sauce, like a bolognese. Has this, you know, a nice meaty, chunky sauce. I'm using ground pork today. You can use ground turkey, you can use ground chicken, you can use ground beef if you want. You can totally make this a vegetarian dish by using something like maybe jackfruit. But today I'm gonna be using this pork because this is the more traditional method, right? So I got a couple pounds of ground pork here. And we're just gonna start seasoning this up. I got half a teaspoon of white pepper, teaspoon of garlic. This is the granulated. Now we got some fresh garlic. I'm gonna add, this is about 1 tablespoon of fresh garlic. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of ginger. This is fresh minced ginger. I love the freshness. Oh look, the garlic didn't get all the way in there. None left behind. I like the freshness of ingredients when I put them in. Even if I use the powdered one or the granulated one, I really like to use the fresh ingredient. It's alive, it's more vibrant. It's just better. So here is a cup of chopped scallions. And this is mostly the greens. When I harvest from the backyard, I don't pull them all the way out. I kind of just snip them as low as I can. So a lot of times I don't really get the whites, but I don't miss them. Moving right along. Been to Chinatown, so this is one of the things that I wanted to get, and this is Shaoxing. Hope I'm saying it right. She sells by the Shaoxing cooking wine. Shaoxing cooking wine. This is a Chinese staple. So I'm gonna do with this one, because I got a lot of pork here, 2 tablespoons of cooking wine. If you don't have Shaoxing cooking wine, you can use some cooking sherry if you have that in the house. Any type of dry cooking wine will do, but I suggest you run down to your local Chinatown and grab some if you like to make Chinese food, because it's authentic, and it's like $2-3 for one of those. Teaspoon of dark soy sauce. I'm gonna do 2. 2 teaspoons of dark soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of regular soy sauce. Now you're saying to yourself, why are you using 2 soy sauces, David? Because they're different. do a little taste test for yourself and see the differences between the sauces. Across the Asian landscape, there's different types of soy sauce, different additives, different flavors. So there's definitely differences in that. And last, just a quarter teaspoon of salt. We do have the soy in here, but just the regular salt is gonna pick this up a little bit. And now just mix and combine this together. That looks good. Just gonna put this to the side. Cover that up. And we're moving on to our sauce. If you get your hands on a good chili oil, you can use that as the base for this sauce. I'm using chili paste because I don't have any chili oil, but I'm going to do a couple things to kind of approximate that. It's about 2 tablespoons of chili paste. Then, to get the oily part of it, because the oil will help the sauce and the meat to kind of stick with the noodles, to kind of to coat them. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3. This is pretty oily, but don't worry, it'll work out. That's 3 tablespoons of oil, and this is a light salad oil. You can use anything neutral. I wouldn't use olive oil in this case. I would use something like maybe grapeseed oil, something that doesn't have, too much of a flavor to it. This is the rest of my garlic, my fresh garlic that I had. That's a teaspoon of garlic. I'm going to grate some fresh ginger. It's about a half teaspoon. I'm going to borrow some of these scallions. Just to kind of approximate a little bit better the flavors that you'll find in the chili oil. Szechuan stuff is spicy. Just a little bit of red chili flake. And last but not least, what would a Szechuan dish be without some Szechuan peppercorns? I'm gonna toast these. Just for a few minutes in the skillet, just to waken up some of the oils and stuff. And then what we'll do is grind them down in this mortar and pestle to kind of open them up a little bit more, and then we'll scatter that flavor inside of the sauce. Behind me, we got some water boiling because we're making noodles. These are toasty enough for me, right there, and we just grind them up. And that's good. And we're gonna just add half a teaspoon. Now, the Szechuan peppercorn is different than a regular peppercorn in that the heat that it produces is not just traditional hot pepper heat, hot. It has this numbing quality that it numbs your taste buds, numbs your tongue a little bit. It's a little different, and that's one of the key components to Szechuan cooking. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar, and this is gonna be about a teaspoon of sugar, just to tame it a little bit. Now, traditionally, this sauce has sesame paste in it as part of the body of the sauce. I'm gonna leave this out because we have a food allergy here, so no sesame paste for us. But just know, if you're gonna make this and you wanna go on the traditional, if you don't have a food allergy issue, you add your sesame paste and I put the proportions in the comments, right? So we are mixed up here. We are seasoned and marinated here. We are water boiling here. So it's time for everything to kind of come together. Let's get over to the stove. Here we go. Just a little bit of oil, get the party started. And we're gonna add our pork. Another traditional ingredient in this, which I don't have, is a fermented mustard green. I usually get that in a can or, in a refrigerated section or frozen section. So me being the me that I am, what I did was I had some mustard greens on hand, and this was actually part of the inspiration of this dish too, was because I had some mustard greens. I just quickly pickled them with some black vinegar and some rice wine vinegar. So I'm gonna add my pickled mustard green right into our pork. We're just gonna keep browning this until it's all cooked through, nice and dry. While my pork is cooking, I was kind of feeling like I forgot something. And I'm playing back in my mind, and I did forget something. For our sauce, I'm gonna add two tablespoons of hoisin sauce. It was sitting here in front of me while I was putting it together, and it just totally flew out of my head. So 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. Okay, pork is done. It's nice and cooked through. There's some caramelization going on from the soy. So it's nice and brown, and it has a nice, good, loose consistency. Like we want this to be able to, to stick with the noodles, right? So I'm just gonna put this to the side. We got 2 more things to deal with. Dan Dan Noodles. So of course we need to get our noodles in our boiling water, and then for me, I like to have a vegetable or 2 alongside when I'm having meats and starches. So I'm gonna just saute quickly a couple things. Got a pan going here. A little oil. Chopped garlic. Some mushrooms. I'm gonna let those go for a little bit, and then to join the party, we've got mustard greens, which we put in the pork. So we got some fresh mustard greens and some Chinese broccoli. I picked it up while I was in Chinatown, so why not? Every time I've had Dan Dan Noodles, I've had it with a very thick, hearty noodle, like a udon noodle. Now, on my trip to Chinatown, I found these pulled noodles. These are, I don't want to butcher this, is Shanxi pulled noodles. And these are, like soft noodles, you refrigerate them. So, this is a nice fresh noodle. And these will pick up the meat and the sauce and the oil very readily. So we're just gonna load up our boiling water with a couple packs of this, and we're almost ready to go. And I'm just dropping them in one at a time so that I don't want to shock the pot, and I don't want them to be stuck together because they're so soft. Our noodles, nice fresh noodles. They're all the way done. I gave one a taste a little while ago. The texture is right. It's a nice chewy noodle, a nice full body noodle. It's a full contact noodle. You know what I mean? Like a super fettuccine. One last little piece for the sauce. We're gonna add just some chicken, just some plain chicken stock, about a cup. And then I'm just taking a little bit of the noodle water, which has some starch to it. I always save pasta water because when you're doing a sauce, it comes in very handy with that little bit of starch in it. It really helps to give the sauce a little bit body and a little bit of cling, right? So this sauce is done. Our pork is done. Our noodles are done. And our veg is done. All right, finally, time to plate up. Just gonna grab some of our sauce. Give it a little stir. And then what you wanna do is just ladle some down in the bottom of your bowl. Next, some noodles. Now, these are very thick. Let me get this over here. You want to lay them in, give it a little toss, and we're gonna add our pork. A little bit more sauce. Moisten that pork. Put some more on the noodles just to get them yummy. And then just want to lay in your vegetable right around the side. You get some of the mustard green. And the mushrooms are totally not traditional, but I love mushrooms. Tiny bit more sauce. And there you have it. Dan Dan Noodles. That's some good noodles. Not too spicy. You can taste the spice. I'm getting a little bit of that Szechuan. Tiny bit of that numbing, but really good. Thanks for watching the Cookland channel. This has been Dan Dan Noodles. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Please give me that thumbs up. Comment. If you make this dish, take a picture, take a little video. Let me know that you made it. Show me what you did. DM me the Cookland channel on IG. Send me an email, thecooklandchannel@gmail.com. Let's participate. Let's do this together. Thanks for watching the Cookland channel, and see you next time.